The F1 world was shocked by the news of an allegation against Red Bull's team principal Christian Horner, who was accused of inappropriate behaviour by a female staff member. The case has taken a new turn, as the investigation is not going to be resolved quickly, despite the pressure from Red Bull's headquarters in Austria. How will this affect Red Bull's preparations for the 2024 season? And what are the potential consequences for Horner and the team? The investigation, conducted by external lawyers, was expected to reach a conclusion on Friday, after a meeting with Horner in a central London location. However, the lawyers decided that the case was too complex to be settled by one hearing, and that more evidence and testimonies were needed. The location of the meeting was also changed at the last minute, for unknown reasons, adding to the uncertainty of the situation. According to Sky F1's Craig Slater, the main issue that Horner was questioned about was his alleged controlling and coercive behaviour towards the female staff member, which he strongly denied. The accuser will also have to face the lawyers and answer some difficult questions, as the investigation aims to hear both sides of the story. Slater said, "I've been guided away from expecting an outcome to this investigation today. I think you're right to not call it a hearing, which is what it's been mostly described as. I think this is more of a meeting and an interview with Christian Horner, which will be, as I understand it, in a central London location today, rather than at the team's headquarters in Milton Keynes. So I'm not expecting an outcome today. Clearly, it's a very significant day. We know that Red Bull are taking this investigation very seriously. The delay of the investigation means that Red Bull's plans for the 2024 season could be disrupted, as they were hoping to have the case resolved before the car launch on February 15th, and the pre-season test in Bahrain a week later. The allegation could also have serious repercussions for Horner's career, as well as the female staff member's future in F1. If Horner is found guilty, he could face disciplinary action or even dismissal from Red Bull, and his reputation in the sport could be tarnished. The female staff member could also face difficulties in finding another job in F1, as the case could affect her credibility and relationships in the paddock. However, Horner is still presumed innocent until proven otherwise, and the investigation will have to follow due process and fairness. Slater said, "Horner has emphatically denied the allegations and is going to work to clear his name. But this could be the first step in a process which could go on for a while. It's the first interview with Christian Horner. There might be the potential for a second interview. I think he's prepared for that and is expecting it to be quite a long day. For those thinking that this could either be concluded today or possibly in advance of the Red Bull launch, which is the 15th of February next Thursday, well, that isn't a certainty. This is not going to operate, as I understand it, to a Formula One timetable. It will operate to a timetable appropriate to get a clear and fair solution for both parties. The investigation could drag on until the first race of the season in Bahrain, or even beyond, as the lawyers are not in a hurry to reach a verdict. They want to make sure that they have all the facts and evidence, and that they give both parties a fair chance to present their case. The last thing that Red Bull wants is to have the case escalate into a legal battle, which could damage their reputation and morale. The investigation is also different from the FIA's probe into Toto Wolff's alleged breach of the sporting regulations, which was dropped quickly after a lack of evidence. The allegation case against Horner is more serious and personal, and involves the welfare and dignity of a staff member. Some have speculated that the allegation against Horner is related to the power shift that is happening within Red Bull after the death of its founder and co-owner Dietrich Mateschitz. Horner is the CEO of Red Bull F1 Racing and has the backing of the Thai side of the company, led by Chalem Uvidya, who owns 51% of the Red Bull brand. However, he does not have the support of the Austrian side of the company, led by mate Mateschitz, the son of Dietrich, who owns 49% of the brand. Some have also suggested that Helmut Marko, the advisor of Red Bull F1 Racing, is behind the allegation, as a way of getting back at Horner for trying to undermine his future in the team. Horner reportedly wanted to replace Marko with a younger and more progressive figure. However, Slater dismissed these theories and said that the investigation is not a result of a power struggle within Red Bull, but a genuine complaint from a staff member who felt mistreated by Horner. He said, "If you go online, you'll read a lot about this. I think it's wrong to consider it in these terms. The guidance I've had from Milton Keynes is that it's not a battle between Salzburg and Milton Keynes for control of this racing team. Remember, this was an organisation founded by Dietrich Mateschitz, the billionaire part owner of the drinks firm. He passed away a few months ago, and since then, Oliver Mintzlaff, the former Red Bull Leipzig executive, has been running the general sporting operation. But it has been explained to me like this. It would be old-fashioned to believe that an investigation like this would be governed by a power struggle going on elsewhere. You might read stories about Elon Musk potentially intervening on his friend Christian Horner's behalf, on behalf of the Thai majority owners of the Red Bull drinks firm. That's kind of an old-fashioned view of the way F1 power politics used to unfold. The allegation case against Christian Horner is not the only problem that Red Bull is facing, as the team is also dealing with rumours of staff departures and internal conflicts. BBC Sports has reported that Adrian Newey, the legendary designer who was instrumental in Red Bull's success, is unhappy with Horner and could leave the team. They also claimed that Pierre Wach, the technical director and Newey's right-hand man, is set to join Ferrari in the near future. How will these changes affect Red Bull's performance and morale in the 2024 season? Red Bull has been known for having one of the best technical teams in F1, led by Newey, who has designed championship-winning cars for Williams, McLaren and Red Bull. Newey joined Red Bull in 2006 and helped them win 4 consecutive drivers and constructors titles from 2010 to 2013, with Sebastian Vettel. He also played a key role in the development of the 2023 car, which was the fastest on the grid. However, Newey's relationship with Horner has reportedly deteriorated, as Horner tried to downplay Newey's contribution to the team's success. Newey refused to comment on the matter, but said that he intends to stay with Red Bull if they want him. He also said that he's not interested in the allegation case against Horner, and that he is focused on his work. Wash, who is the technical director and oversees the aerodynamics department, is also rumoured to be leaving Red Bull. Wash had joined the team in 2013 and has been working closely with Newey ever since. He is regarded as one of the best aerodynamicists in F1 and has a lot of influence on how the car looks and behaves. BBC Sports reported that many people in F1 believe without proof that Wash is already on his way to Italy to join Ferrari's ambitious project. Ferrari is looking to bounce back from a disappointing 2023 season and challenge Mercedes and Red Bull for the title. Red Bull is facing a dilemma, as they have to decide whether to keep Horner as their team principal or to replace him with someone else. Horner has been leading the team since 2005 and has won 7 drivers and 6 constructors titles with them. BBC Sports reported that Horner will not survive the allegation case and that he will be removed as the team principal before the 2024 season. However, this is not an easy decision to make as the investigation is still ongoing, and firing Horner now could fuel the speculation that it is all a setup by the Austrian side. It could also cause a backlash from the fans and the staff, who respect Horner for his achievements and leadership. Red Bull has reportedly appointed Jonathan Wheatley, the current sporting director, as the most likely replacement for Horner. Wheatley has been with the team since 2006 and has been responsible for the operational aspects of the team. He has also been praised for his management skills and his rapport with the drivers. However, some believe that the Austrian side wants to take over the racing branch and leave it to Oliver Mintzlaff, the former Red Bull Leipzig executive, who has been running the general sporting operation since Dietrich Mateschitz's death. The allegation case and the staff rumours could have a negative impact on Red Bull's preparations and performance for the 2024 season. The team is hoping to build on their 2023 success and challenge Mercedes for the title. They have retained Verstappen, who is one of the best drivers in F1. They also have a fast and reliable car, which could set the standard for the rest of the grid. However, the team could also face distractions and disruptions as they deal with the uncertainty and instability of their situation. Their rivals could capitalise on this and gain an advantage over them. Mercedes, who lost the title to Red Bull in 2023, will be eager to reclaim their dominance. Ferrari will be looking to improve their car and challenge the top teams. Other teams, such as McLaren, Alpine, and Aston Martin, will also be aiming to close the gap and fight for podiums and wins. Red Bull faces a tough and tense 2024 season as they compete for the title amid the ongoing allegation case against Horner. The F1 saga is far from over, and more surprises and shocks could await as the investigation unfolds. Do you think that Horner will be found guilty of the allegations he is facing? Let us know in the comments below.